Today is March 19th. It is 10:22 a.m. The appeal number is 540. The address is 44 Cary Circle, Harvey and Gail Hoffman. The town value is $619,000. They're looking for, and 400, excuse me. They're looking for a value of $550,350. Okay, Harvey is here representing them. I'm going to swear you in.
Okay.
Okay? Please raise your right hand.
Yeah.
You solemnly swear that the information you shall give regarding this appeal will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Yes.
Okay, you're going to sign here,
Okay.
and then we're ready to go.
Good.
I'm Paulette.
I'm Harvey.
Nice to meet you, Harvey. Right at the X there. Okay.
Uh,
19th. Okay. So, I see here that your assessed value was $315 in 2021. The past 5 years of inflation at 22.3%. Increased assessment by 22.3%, which yields a Cary Circle assessments should be proportional to living area. That's correct. They should be. Okay. So, because you're in a condo, as you know, all the value is in the house, not the land, because it's commonly held. Okay? You're aware of that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're looking, we're appealing your building value only. Okay. All right. So let's go to your, let me look at something here. Okay. Building value. On that page. Okay. I'm looking for the part of what I'm looking for on the field card here is there's usually a section that says improvements. And that relates to the house. And it'll tell us how much it went up or what it was or whatever. But I don't see that on here, so that troubles me. That's not your fault. That's the assessor's fault. Okay, so let's look at your information. What would you like to tell?
I'd like 3 things.
Please.
Okay. Basically 3 items.
Okay.
If you take a look, just a statement before that. Stratfield Falls, which is the condominium,
Yep.
consists of 28 units, 12 on my street, if you will, and
Yep.
16 on another street.
And Hillary, right?
12 on Cary Circle and 16 on
Hillary.
Hillary Circle.
Now let me ask you something. Is that one association or two?
Yes.
So
No,
it's one.
It's Stratfield Falls, one association.
Okay.
Okay. So in the Cary Circle area, at the moment, the town has assessed me at the lowest value. I honestly don't completely understand that. I'm not going to argue that, but all the units are identical.
Right. I've been in them. I sell real estate.
Oh, okay.
So I've been in these.
So, it's a wonder why any of them are different from one
Right.
another.
They should not be. Unless, of course, somebody did a major upgrade in the unit, and we don't know that.
Well, very few people have done
Major upgrades, yeah.
upgrades. So that's one. That if you take a look, and I've done the data on the next page, you see a comparison. If you do a comparison of the proposed appraised value per square foot on Cary Circle versus Hillary Circle, you'll discover that even though the units were built at the same time by the same builder, they're all same material, for some reason, Cary Circle is more expensive on a per square foot basis than Hillary Circle.
Why have I heard this argument before? Oh, I know, because we had the same thing last time we had it.
Well,
I'm not making light of it. I'm just saying that this topic has come up before.
okay.
And actually, I don't know if you're aware of this, but this year there's several appeals from people on Cary Circle.
Yes, I know that.
I thought they were coming as one group.
I just came when I received the note,
Okay.
so I'm not arguing
Okay.
about it. So that's,
So, all right, so they're twice as...
so my increase in any event over my last assessment is 38%. I have a 38% increase, which to me is a great deal. It's one of the most on Cary Circle, which I've written down. I'm retired. I'm on Social Security, as several of the people on Cary Circle are. I have written down on here that the cost of living increase on Social Security has been 22.3%. 22.3% in the past 5 years. So what I'm asking basically is that not to receive an increase, but not a 38% increase, but rather a 22.3% increase over the $315,000 assessment that I was given 5 years ago. That's how I came up with my numbers. Okay. And the last item that I would like to point out, which you may not have a copy of.
I don't.
Okay. But the last item, and I'd be happy to give you this if you would like it, is Park North Condominium. Park North Condominium.
I know where it is.
Oh, okay. It's separated basically from Stratfield Falls by a golf course.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's I guess a half mile or so or less distance. I've done an analysis of several, not all, but several of the condos there, and I've come up with, here you can see, $230 plus to $280 per square foot of appraised value, and that compares to the appraised value at Stratfield Falls. You can see my appraised value was $348. So that's like a $60, $70, $80 difference in appraised value on very, very similar units. And I don't think that's fair. So I'm coming up with the number that I've showed you of a 22.3% increase over what I paid 5 years ago. I think our condos, for whatever reason, are assessed at a significantly higher value than Park North, number one. Number two, for some reason, our street is higher on a per square foot basis than Hillary Circle. And I think ours should be reduced on a per square foot, should be somewhat comparable. So those are the arguments. I'd like to see an increase. Yes, I realize it has to be, but for people retired like myself, I'd like it to stay in line with the cost of living adjustment from Social Security, which is 22.3%, which I have written down here. And if you'd like that information about Park North, I have it right over here.
I'll take that. I'm trying to figure out how to approach this, to present this to the rest of the board.
Okay.
Normally, we don't do it based on square foot price because there's a reason. Because I can't know what's in your house as opposed to my house if I lived in that complex. I know what's in mine. I don't know what's in yours. So if my square footage price, if mine was all updated and my square footage price is higher than yours, I would argue, well, why is mine higher? Well, it's all redone. So we don't know that. And the assessor really doesn't know it unless they pulled permits and it's on the field card. But chances are they didn't. So, but I'm getting confused because I'm looking at this and I'm seeing that
which chart?
Yours,
yeah,
the 25-26 proposed appraisal. We work on the appraisal to do this. And then we reduce to 70%.
Yes.
We start with the appraisal. Yours is one of the lower ones on here.
Okay, I'm not going to argue that. Clearly, I don't know why.
Well, I don't know why, but in some ways that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But, okay,
But I'm not going to argue that.
Okay, but yours is one of the lowest. So when we go across and we see the assessed value,
If you notice 44, 52, and 56,
44, 52, yeah, 52, 56.
yeah, we're all
There it is.
lower.
No, they're not lower. Here.
Huh? Oh, what do you mean? Over here.
Here's 52.
They were all valued at $450,000 in 2020, 21.
But we're not looking at 21. We're looking at 25. And at 25, but for this year, these are all lower than yours.
Yeah.
As far as the new appraised value. You see what I'm saying?
They're higher than mine.
No, the appraised value, here. You're at 619.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry, they're higher than yours.
That's what I said.
I'm sorry, my mistake. They're higher than yours.
Yes.
So, and I don't know
I'm
what's
not
going to happen.
I'm not going to argue that, but I don't know how they arrive at that.
I don't know how. Here's the thing that I would say, and I'm trying to help you, really.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I would say. Right now, you're the best one here because
yes, I am.
They're all above yours, okay?
Yeah.
Somehow, so you got lucky. I don't know why. Your turn this time, I guess. Somebody else maybe the last time got a different number. Then we go over to the, that's the appraised. Here's the assessment. And again, yours is lower than theirs.
Right.
So, and it went
I'm
up
not
38%.
arguing that.
It went up 38%.
Yes.
And some of theirs went up lower percentage, but there's still a higher amount of money.
I agree.
So, you'd like it reduced to what the
22.3%.
It won't work.
What the COLA. And also, if you take a look, my number is on a per square foot basis is $348. When I compare that to not only to Hillary, which is many of them are lower, they're at $315, $320. If you take a look on a per square foot basis, you can see some of them are similar, but many are lower, significantly lower than mine, like 10% lower. They're on a per square foot basis, is what I'm saying. I don't know why Hillary should be lower than mine, because they're all the same. They're all
right.
the same units.
Those are all the same, yeah.
Yeah, but they were built by the same builder, same year, same everything. There shouldn't be.
Here's what I would say. This may work, okay?
And the last thing was, if I take a look at Park North condominium, significantly different.
Don't even look at it, because when appraisers, whether it's the town appraiser or appraiser that you hire or a bank hires when you buy something, they don't go out of your complex if they don't have to. They only base it on your complex.
Well, I was told
I would have a hard time.
I was told to have comparable values. So
right, but in your, they didn't make it clear in your complex. Now, I'll look at it. I'm not saying that it may not. I think, here's what I know from going into the units, okay? They might have been built by the same builder, yours and Hillary, but they're not the same. Their finishes are higher quality. Not only are they bigger, they're much higher quality. Not so much in the kitchen, but throughout. They have nicer moldings, they have nicer layouts, they have nicer bathrooms, nicer master bathrooms, bigger closets. So I might be able to sell the point that on a square foot basis, based on the fact that when you look at a per square foot basis, it's the finishing touches that make the difference. For example, I could build a house with a Home Depot toilet and with a Kohler toilet, okay? Kohler toilet costs more money. Kohler sink, Kohler bath. I could do a kitchen, a Home Depot kitchen, or I could do a Viking kitchen, a very high-end kitchen.
I don't think they have Viking.
No, but they.
I hear what you're saying.
But what I'm saying is, if I did it if somebody took those two places that I just described and did it on a per square foot basis, the one that should come out lower is the one with the Home Depot stuff in it.
I hear you.
So we could say.
I don't think that's the case.
Please don't say that.
Well,
I want you to think. I want you to think it's the case. Here's why. I can make the case that way, because if they used higher end finishes in Hillary Circle, their square foot price should be higher.
I hear you, but with deep respect to you, I don't know that that's the case. When I've been in those buildings, because I have friends in those buildings, it's not obvious that it's any different than
Okay.
mine.
All right.
But, I mean, I can't argue with you, because I don't know with certainty, but neither do you, frankly.
Actually, I do because I've been in them.
Okay, I've been in them too.
We sell them. That's how I know.
Okay, I don't sell them.
But if you, listen, this is your appeal. If you feel that that's not the right way to approach it, we have to find another way. We have no, I'm saying the way I explained it, then we have to find another way. So we're going to say you're concerned about the square footage price, and yes, Hillary Circle should be higher than yours.
Yeah.
First of all, it's got more square footage. So multiplying the price per square foot times the number of square feet, that should make it higher right there. So,
Well, if there's quality, if theirs is such a higher quality, then why isn't their per square foot price higher than mine?
right, that's what I was trying to get at.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine is $348. There are some there that are less.
340. Wait a minute.
Mine is
where's the per
$348.
square foot? Where is it?
And there's some that are $315,
There it is.
$320, $330. So why is mine higher per square foot than Hillary, which is most of these are lower per square foot?
I don't know why, because I don't work for the assessor, so I don't know.
I don't know why either.
I don't either, because like I said, I didn't.
I'm just pointing it out that they're on a lower, their cost is lower per square foot than mine cost. And if they were really a better quality, it should be higher than mine.
I have a feeling that, and I'm not positive about this, but he does it with the land, so I don't know if he does it with the inside too. I
The
think.
land is the
No.
same.
Let me finish. When the assessor values people's land in a single-family situation, okay? If you have a bigger lot,
We all have the same.
okay, but can I finish?
Sure.
If this was a single-family house, let's start with that, and you had a quarter-acre property, the assessor figures out what your unit price is per unit, okay? So let's say a quarter acre is 9,000 units. He figures out a unit price based on your 9,000 units. If you have a half acre, twice as big, he'll reduce the unit price, not raise it, to try to equal it out. I don't know why he does it, but that's what they do. So I'm wondering if that's what they did in these too, because there's no land to do it with. Did they do it with the houses? Did they say, okay, they have more square footage, so we're going to lower their price per square foot. These guys have less square footage, so we'll raise it up to equalize it somewhat. I'm not saying it's right. I'm wondering why he did it. I can certainly ask him why he did it to try to get a better understanding of what he did.
I don't know. I don't know the answer. So that's one issue. The second issue is I see a 38% increase from last year, from last time. I know as a person on Social Security, and I can give you the data, in the last 5 years, there's a 22.3% increase in 5 years, which is why I'm not asking for no increase, I'm asking for 22.3%.
Okay.
And then finally, my last point is that, and you're ignoring that, you feel it's not appropriate, but the Park North condominium are significantly lower on a per square foot basis, and it's really a golf distance apart,
I'm not ignoring it. What I'm saying is that typically they don't go out. Now, here's the thing. They don't go out of the complex. Now, let me ask you this. All these units on Terry Circle that you put here, how many of them have sold? In 2024 and 2025. Okay.
Sure.
Do you happen to know which ones they are?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I really haven't.
Okay. I'm going to have to look that up because
the
that.
one next to me sold. Her name is Mercedes.
Mercedes Petrino?
Maybe I'm 44. She may be. Maybe it's 40. I'm not sure. She may be 40.
Okay. Tell me about the inside of your unit. Have you updated it, or is it original? And maybe it's. I'm not saying it's not maintained. Did you put in a new bathroom, new kitchen, new anything?
Not new things. What I put in, when I moved in 5 years, 6 years ago, whatever, I put in a new heater, water heater, and I put in a new the heating system. That's new, but it's required by the condominium association to replace your water heater every 10 years. So everybody does that.
Okay. But no updates like kitchen, bathroom,
No, nothing.
putting in hardwood floors.
I don't know what other people have done. Honestly,
Okay.
I can't assess that. I don't know. But mine's basically what it's been. The people that I bought it from didn't live there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that matters or not, but
No.
they lived in Florida. So it didn't have that much wear and tear.
All right. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to look at sold comps, places in your complex that sold and what they sold for, because that 38% increase that you're saying is incorrect.
It's not correct. It is correct.
May be correct.
It's just based on numbers. So
It's all numbers. Yeah.
so it's,
Like some of these people, they only went up 17%, 18%, but someone at 45, 52, 49%. So there is a problem in here. I just don't know where we're going to find it. Now, I will do this, too. I'm going to have to pull the other places. There's about 5 of them in your complex that came as a group to appeal their assessments and their taxes. I don't know what they said to the person that they saw. I didn't see them. But I might need to use that information to help you. What they said.
Whatever help I can get, I appreciate
Because
it.
I don't think that me going and saying that yours went up 38%, cost of living based on, your Social Security went up 22%, you'd like it down to the cost of living increase. That isn't going to work. Because, unfortunately, and it's very unfortunate, but the cost of living doesn't have anything to do with what happens in the real estate market. Because the real estate market has gone nuts.
It matters to me as a person on
It matters to
fixed
you.
income.
Yes, it matters to you.
I'm on Social
Yeah.
Security.
And it matters, it's not just you. It's anybody who works in a field where they're not like making tons and tons of money and bonuses and all that stuff. Because even for me, we charge a certain amount of money when we list a house.
Yeah.
We haven't increased that in 20 years. I've been getting the same amount of money. Yes, it's more money because the prices went up, but the percentage hasn't. So, and to be honest with you, I get Social Security. I use it in conjunction with my income, but still, it's not a lot. It's not enough. That's why I still work.
I hear you.
But I can't. For me to convince the board, believe me, I'm the easy one. Okay. When I have to take this to the board, I have to take it to 8 other people, and I have to make them believe that we have a case. And the case of 38% versus the 22% cost of living will not fly. If it would fly, we'd be out. You'd be home by now. We'd be all set.
Okay. But
I'm trying to find a way.
The other issue is the
Square footage price. I know.
square footage.
That's where I may find it. I may find it there.
I see a difference in square footage, and then I also see a difference with Park North, which
So
is
I will
very close by.
have to ask him to explain to me, and that may be the key. I might have to say to him, please explain to me why, in these two streets, which are the same complex, basically,
Yeah.
one's got a bigger houses that sells for more money, but explain to me why you think their square footage price is less than the smaller complex.
Right.
So he can explain how he did it. I will take the Park North information, though, because I might have to use it. Can I just pull it out of your packet?
You can have the whole thing.
I don't need the whole thing. We have tons of paper that they won't.
And I didn't do all the Park North. I just took.
Thank you.
This is Park North, and there's a major discrepancy with Park North, and $60, $70, $80 per square foot. That to me is it's something I don't understand.
It's not easy to understand. It really isn't. And I don't even understand it. I don't know why he does it that way. But I need to know that. Because by knowing that may help your case.
Yeah.
I will do my best.
And that's not far from where I am.
No, it's not far. I will do my best
I
to
appreciate
find a way to show this,
Okay.
besides the cost of living thing, 'cause I know that, I'll mention it. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Let me put it that way.
Well, for people who are retired, that is an important thing.
It is. Oh, I know. It's very important. It's very important. But unfortunately, like I said, I won't think that's not going to work because they don't care. I hate to say it that way. They don't care. They don't care about the little guy. Never did.
All right. Well, I appreciate your help, and thank you for seeing me.
You're very welcome. I'm so sorry that you waited so long.
No,
I mean, I don't know what. I hate to say this, but I'm going to. Shut this off. We're done. This is appeal number 545. It is 1050. And the address is 77 Dwight Street. George, how do you say your last name?
Shades.
Shades.
Yeah.
Okay. The town has a value of $1,152,434, and you're asking for the house to be valued at $800,000.
Yes.
Okay. Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear that the information you shall give regarding this appeal will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Excellent.
Okay. There you go. You're signing at BX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, great. Pretty good. Okay, so I see here that you are saying you have a professional appraisal by certified independent appraiser conducted in February of 2026, valuing the property at $800,000. You have submitted the appraisal.
He's here, by the way. He's with other guy from my street. Our appraisal.
Oh, did you want him to come in here with you?
Maybe yes, but yeah,
Okay.
he's finished.
Okay. Oh, if I have any questions,
Yes.
the town's assessment is inconsistent with the similar homes immediate area.
Yeah.
Okay. And so here you are. Okay. All right. So what would you like to tell me? Anything in particular?
So yeah, basically, like when I look at comparable sales, like you go with square footage, that they are not going above 560. Mine is appraised for 921. Also, like town average prices are up 63%. I know, and my house is 128%, more than double appraised. And like based on comparable sales, like square footage, almost like mine is appraised like 60-70% higher. Also, my house is like little older. Like in comparison, also I don't have gas line. I have oil. I have for gas I have a propane tank still. Like siding is old, rotting. My roof is over 30 years old. My deck is like there is a cavity under the basement of the deck, so the deck is just sinking a little bit. So there I have photos to show. So we're basically taking all the factors. I think like wasn't very equitable to other houses.
That's right. Okay. Okay, so here's your house value. Let me see. Okay. Your house value is the land value. Okay. Okay. So, let's see what your house looks like. Oh, you live in this house.
Yeah.
There's two of these that look
Two
alike.
of these, but one she
We did it?
redid it completely.
I don't know who originally. Oh, I think I sold this house a long time ago. Let me see now. Who owned it? No, they own the other one, not you. Okay. Yeah, I know. I've been in this house. I know what it looks like inside.
Yeah.
And that you have a crawl space under the house, not a basement.
Not a basement. No, I have crawl space. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, let's look at your appraisal. Okay. So you have pictures?
Yeah, I have some pictures of like siding and that going down. It's my windows have changed.
Okay.
See this is
Yep.
going down. Yeah, that's basically it. And then I had like comparable like square footage prices of other houses are in 550 area. Mine is 921. So per square footage, yeah, that's a well. And he also has my appraisal.
Right, Millard, Roland,
Mine is 1250.
So is this yours?
This, yes.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Hi, I'm Paulette.
He actually has comparable.
Paulette, I'm Michael.
Michael, yep. You were here before.
Yes, I was.
If you're gonna do any speaking, I have to swear you in.
Okay, I was just gonna speak to the appraisal.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear that the information you shall give regarding this appeal, the appraisal, to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay. Joining in on the conversation,
Michael
the appraiser.
Parcell.
Michael
the
Parcell, yep.
the appraiser, and realtor. I know you're a broker, so
Yep.
we got the right lady for helping us out.
Nice.
So let me ask you, are you telling me that your square foot price is 900 and something
Yeah,
dollars?
921 square foot. Yeah.
No, that's how many,
Whatever
that's the price that's the square foot price.
square foot
Okay.
price. Yeah. 921. Yeah. The way how town is. And like highest in comparable to 560.
Okay, Michael, what do you want to tell us?
I want to tell you that I supplied George an appraisal
Yep.
as of October 1st, 2025. What I found, my 1, 2, and 3 position comps are all within a half a mile.
Okay.
I try to compare apples to apples. His home is a contemporary home.
Yeah, I've actually sold one like it next door.
Okay, so while it's great location and a very good house, it is dated and not that many updates. So, and with the contemporary style, I felt that the appropriate value as of October 1st, 2025 was $800,000. Like I said, it was consistent with the field card, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. But like I said, there's some rotted wood on the outside.
Yeah, he showed me, yep.
Okay. So there are some condition and updating issues.
Okay.
So.
Plus, like I don't have gas line, which all my neighbors have gas
Yeah.
line in the house.
You may have sold, a house that looks like that, but there's not too many of those that look.
No, there's
down
only
at the
side by
beach.
side. Yeah, there's not too many contemporaries down the beach.
Yeah, so.
I
most
sold it a
of them are-
long time ago.
are the
Like
traditional tapes.
it was owned the one next door to him that looks just like it was owned by a realtor in our company,
Okay.
and she was going to sell it and she wanted to do her own sale, so I did it.
Yeah,
But that was a long time ago.
that's great. Yeah.
What do you consider to be external obsolescence?
Me? It could be a variety of different things. Are you alluding to the design of the home?
No, I'm just alluding to. I just want to know what your definition of it is, in general, not related so much to this appeal, but like when you say it says it's not, there was no.
External obsolescence
Yeah.
noted? Well,
What does that mean? Like,
if you're next to
proximity?
a commercial building
Okay.
or,
Okay.
busy road, something
I get
like
it.
that.
Because somebody used it yesterday, and I didn't think they used it the right way, but
Yeah.
maybe they did.
In what context? If you don't mind
You know,
me
they said, well, we live next door. We live near a cemetery.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but it's been there the whole time. So,
Yeah, usually there are external factors outside of the home.
okay.
That influence.
Then that made sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't really think I have any questions because, to be honest with you, let me start by saying that we usually don't go by the square footage price.
Yeah.
Because let's say you had redone the whole inside of your house to beautiful standards. It might really be worth $900 a square foot. But if you didn't, it's not. But nobody knows that because they didn't go into your house. So we can't really base it on that. But but that's a huge difference between you and the next one.
Yeah.
So something's not right with the price. That just tells me that something is not right with the price if that's what your square foot price is,
Yep.
which is way out of line.
It is.
So in that case, it does help. Okay, and then the appraisal, of course, we generally will use the appraisal, and unless we see something in here that's a glaring mistake, where he used a comp on, I don't know, some street that has nothing to do with your neighborhood, and tried to make it work out,
Yeah.
we would say, we'd question that. Like, why is that a comp? You know, if you didn't make any adjustments. But I don't see that here. So I have no issue with your appraisal, is I guess what I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, everybody's got issues with appraisals, you know,
No,
I mean,
I don't really.
they're in a cluster here. I mean, it's
I know.
all the beach area.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
didn't go outside, you know, so.
This is what- I have a different outlook. I don't look at it that way. I look at it, I really don't. I look at it this way. Like banks, I look at these all the time. I don't look at them, but they do them all the time for the bank, right?
Yeah.
The bank is willing to lend money on the appraisal. To me, that's a good sign, because they're not going to lend their money to anybody
Yeah.
and with poor documentation. So I look at the appraisal and I say, okay, it looks good to me, unless, like I said, we had one guy in here, for example, nice guy, lives in the beach area, but he lived on a really, really, really desirable street, like one of the big three, Lally, Roland, Penfield. I mean, those are the real money streets,
Yes,
okay?
absolutely.
And I looked at the appraisal, and he used stuff like James Street, Alden Street. That's not any, no.
No.
So I actually said, no, go tell him to redo it, which he did, and the guy came in with a different appraisal,
Yeah.
which worked out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the homeowners are going through an appeal, and I told them, I said, I'm not gonna waste your time or money
Right,
or
if
my
you-
reputation if I can't give you something that's gonna work, you know, like, so this is what I think the value is, and then they determine what they wanna appeal for,
Right.
you know, so.
And you determined that it was 800,000?
Yeah, based on the
What
design.
page is that on? It's on different pages on different appraisals.
Here you go, right here. So here is the value
Okay.
and the effective date right here.
Good.
So, you know, I do my appraisal and then they do their appeal with
Yeah.
whatever they want,
Yep.
you know.
I have no issue with this. Do you have anything else you want to tell me?
No.
Do you want to give me your pictures? I'll put them in the
Yeah,
file.
I can.
It's up to you.
Yeah, definitely.
So that, the value is really reflective of the design, the
Mhm.
outdated design, and the deferred maintenance, and the lack of updates. All that's taken into consideration, obviously, you're in the business.
Yep. Okay. All right. Looks good to me. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry if you had
Nice
to
seeing
wait.
you again.
It's good to see you. Take care.
Stay well. How
You too.
many more weeks you got?
We're gonna be deliberating into May, as far as I know. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a long, drawn out
I
process, because,
know. Well, hopefully you get a lunch break there.
you know what, they never schedule us for a lunch break, and I'm here till 2:00.
You know?
So when somebody's late, I bring some yogurt, I just eat that.
Yeah.
Because you never get a lunch break. Yeah. We're here working for free, by the way.
Well, I know you are. Thank you very much for your
Well,
time.
oh, my pleasure, really. I enjoyed doing it. Nice to meet you both. Take care.
Nice seeing you.
Yep.
Good luck.
Thanks. Over here. Next. Uncle Road. This is appeal number 507. It is 1105. Thank you. The address is 403 Uncle Road. Owner is Uncle Road LLC. That's you, I'm guessing?
Yes,
Okay. And your name is?
Karthik Atmaram.
Okay. I'm going to have you raise your right hand. We're going to do these all at once. You don't have to do this 100 times. Okay? You take this. All right. You solemnly swear that the information you shall give regarding appeal number 507, 510, 511, 509, and 508 to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God.
I do.
Okay, you sign there. I'll have you sign these as we go, so at least you're sworn in.
perfect.
All right, so let's start with this one then. This is 403 Uncle Road.
Yeah.
Now, that's which complex is that? That's not
Audubon. I wish,
Audubon, that's right, Audubon.
I wish it was next
Yeah,
door,
right,
you know?
yep. I thought it was that one. Okay. All righty. So now what do you want to tell me about this?
So as you know, like this Audubon complex is right next to the freeway. All right. So I think that's the high traffic noise. That's why I think the valuation should be a lot lower compared to the next door neighbors like the Anchorage as well as the Mosswood condominium. I think the main thing is, you know, if you look at the comp, basically it was the next door adjacent neighbor that was sold in 2021 for like $379K. We should also have a comp. So $379K, it was sold in 21. So in 4 years, I don't think it would have appreciated as much the town thinks it would appreciate. So I did my calculation on the PowerPoint slide where I took the $379K from 21 and then used the annual appreciation rate. And then I think the fair value would be like close to like $511K instead of $555.
Okay. Now, where did you get this from? This price
increase? This is all like public data from Connecticut Mirror, you know, from Zillow.
And my least favorite place in the world, Zillow. Okay.
Yeah. But the main idea is, like this is right next to the freeway. All right. That's why the valuation ought to be a lot lower. And if you look at the my neighbor, you know, like that property was sold for like $379K in 21.
Okay. Well, we can't go by that, but you have an appreciation table.
Yeah.
So
what I'm saying is if you just use that as a baseline for 21 and then use the appreciation table, you know, it comes close to like 510.
Okay, so I just have to verify that it's correct.
Okay.
Okay. All right. There haven't been any sales in there to speak of, so.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, you know.
So now you rent this out?
The only sale is like, yeah, I rent this out. The only sale is from 21.
Okay.
Yeah, my realtor tried to help me, but there's nothing.
Who's your realtor?
Yeah, Aziz Sial,
William Aziz, of course, I know Aziz.
Cool.
Okay, all right, so that's that one. All right, so I guess what we can say is if the appreciation table is correct, then the price, the house is condo's overvalued.
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, good. I don't have any questions on this.
Okay. Anything else you need? I can ask Aziz or...
No, I don't think so. I mean, you know what you could do would be helpful? Ask Aziz to give you the appreciation table that William Ravis has.
Okay.
I know they have one.
Okay.
Ask him to get you that, and then you can send it to me, and we'll put it in your file.
All right.
Because that would be extra proof.
All right.
Okay, that table is correct.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my phone number. You can.
Is there an email I can?
Email will probably be better. Can you read that?
Oh, I'm just going to make sure, like, PAULETTE CEOP.
No, C at.
Oh, C at. Oh, sorry.
Online.
C. Can I borrow this? Thank you. C at optoonline.net.
Okay, that's perfect.
I will just write it with my handwriting too.
Yep, and if you want, you can text me at that phone number to let me know that you've sent it, so I can be sure to find
okay.
it.
So Paulette C.
At optonline.
Optonline.net. And I need Ravis appreciation table.
Okay. Of percentages.
Yeah, percent.
Like you did.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, now let's do the next one. This is appeal number, I think we'll do them in order. Well, let me find 508.
Okay.
This is appeal number 508. Same property owner. This address is 280 Bronson Road, Town value is 832, 255. They're asking for an amount of 700.
Yeah.
Okay. You've already been sworn in?
Yes.
Okay, so now we will just have you sign the paper that says you're sworn in. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Okay, just with this. Do we find out where his 12 o'clock is?
No, but you're 11 with a no-show. He thought it was next week.
Did you call him?
I did.
No answer?
No, he answered.
Not coming?
No, he said to work.
Did he know he was supposed to come?
He said he thought it was next week, so I told him to call you.
Okay. Okay. All right, so 280 Bronson Road. Okay, let's see now. You're saying it's more than 100 years old,
Yeah.
close to I-95. Forget the freeway noise. Backyard is not usable. You don't have water frontage.
Yes. Then I have the 3 comms that Aziz provided.
Foundation is stone, needs repair, broken fence, so forth.
Well, it's it's 1917 building, so there is a lot of problems and repairs. And
Okay.
even though it's on Bronson Road, which is desirable, but this property is like so close to the freeway, you can't use the backyard at all. It's always freeway noise, and there's no water frontage. And I know sometimes when the real estate companies, they use the model, they think Bronson Road is prime. Yes,
Yep.
it is prime, but not this one.
Okay?
You know, and then I have basically like, put the map, and I use the appreciation table. You know, that basically says like it needs to be a lot lower, closer to like 700. And I have the comms where, as he says, provided properties that are close to the freeways. So I have one on Bradley Street and one on Henderson Road.
Okay.
That's basically saying like how the driveway is all cracked due to the
Yep.
huge tree there.
Okay, so this is Bradley Street.
Yep. So close to the freeway,
Yep.
3 bedrooms.
Oh, this is that
you know,
stone house.
16.
It's right across the street from the thruway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there is one more on Henderson Road that's also like, you
minute
know,
now.
right by the,
1,600 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. Built in 1927, so it's older, small
Yeah.
lot.
yeah.
Okay.
And my property is 1917. It's like
Right,
First
yeah.
World War,
So-
First
oh, yeah.
World War time. And this was closed at like 6:35 back in 25.
Okay. And then you have,
And the next one is
Henderson.
the Henderson Road. You know, it was
which
closed
is
at
also right near the
7:40.
highway.
Yeah, right near the highway, closed for like 740K.
Yeah.
You know, last year,
Four
February of
bedrooms, yeah,
25. This is 4 bedroom,
Yeah.
same as Bronson Road property. And this is actually, it's a higher square footage, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I think, like, look at these 2 comms, proximity to the freeway.
Yeah, they're very close
no
to the
water
freeway. I know where they
frontage,
are.
You know,
Yep.
perfect. So that's why I think 700K
Let me
would be a
just
fair
see
value.
something here. Actually, how many square feet is this house?
2,000.
So it's big.
Yeah, it's big. Again, it's very, like, lot less than the Henderson comp, but higher than the Bradley comp. So that's why 700 is right in the middle.
This is 4 bedrooms,
Yeah, 4 bedrooms.
8 rooms total, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, half bath or no?
No, 2 full bathrooms.
There's 2 full bathrooms.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's why, like, if you look at
square
the
footage is
2,037.
2,000, so say
Yeah.
2,000.
Yeah. That's why it's a lot less than the square footage for the Henderson, but higher than the Bradley. That's why the valuation 700 should be fair.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if you look at Henderson, you know, so
Yep,
that's like
I see.
740,
Yep.
4 bedrooms, but that's like 27, almost 30% higher square footage.
land size, you have more land. Your lot is bigger.
Yeah. Again, the main thing is it's so close to the freeway, it's not practically usable.
But he did give you, just so you know,
Yeah, yes, yeah.
he did give you some consideration. He gave you a 10% discount on your land
Uh-huh,
because of the highway,
okay.
okay?
Is
So
that-
he,
yeah.
according to him, and these are his calculations on it,
Uh-huh.
the assessor, he calculated that in and still gave you a land value of $718,000.
That's very high. You know, there's no water frontage there. I know if there was water, you know, the Mill Hill River, I understand that. Because it is Bronson, I understand that. But this property is so close, no water frontage. The backyard is sloped, you know, it's not, plus traffic noise. Traffic noise is the main thing I would say. So that's why I think the 0.9 factor, whatever the assessor used, I don't think that's right.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Now, do you back up to the highway? Your backyard faces the highway?
No, it faces the highway. Can I draw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that.
Yeah. So, let's say Bronson House,
Yep.
if that's the backyard. So you do have like a lot of trees,
Okay.
and the highway, let's see, I think it goes like this, and there is another neighbor here,
Okay.
you know. So if you look at the river, if you want to touch the water, you have to go to the neighbors here, so the river goes this way.
Okay.
But there's no frontage here, so maybe it's at an angle.
All right.
Yeah, that's the freeway. Yeah. That's the neighbor. That's me. 280. And this is sloped. You can see a lot of bushes here, and then you have like trees.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think personally,
Uh-huh.
I think that land value is much too high because of where it is
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
and what it is.
So I know like they probably use 0.9 for in general, you know.
Well, look at it this way. If he didn't give you a 10% discount, he's saying that your lot is worth 10% more.
I see. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That's like 800K
yeah,
right there.
yep, yeah, just for the lot.
Yeah.
Could you sell it for that?
I wish.
I don't know.
No.
I don't think so. I know that land is at a premium,
Uh-huh.
and there's a shortage of everything, but I still don't know that that would be what you could get for that lot.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just look at that thing you did here. Okay.
So I got the last appraised value, 482, and then I used the appreciation, 10% 1 year, 9.2, and then 8% for 24. And then I say like it's close to like 726. But then I'm saying just because the freeway, traffic noise, the slope is
700.
not usable, so I think 700 is a fair value.
Okay. All right. Okay. Appeal number 509. We're moving on to the next one. Same owner, 28 Riverside Drive. Town value $953,193. Asking amount $725. Okay. And it is 1122. Building design.
Yeah. So
Decline.
this is right here on the Riverside Drive. It's very hilly. There is a photo I have attached, you can see. And I have a rental unit vacant since August of last year. So here,
How come?
I mean, people don't want to climb the steps because you have to climb like 2 flights of stairs. You know, the apartment is on the 2nd floor.
Oh,
It's
so you're
been
really
vacant
climbing a
since-
lot, yeah.
Yeah, it's vacant since last August. But the main thing is the road is here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that elevation, the design. People don't like. You know, I have had people come in and just complain.
Okay, I can understand that.
So that's the first drawback. And second, of course, I said like, you know, there's a rental unit vacant. As is tried, but still people are complaining.
How much rent
And
do you charge for that?
Right now I have it listed at 2,600.
And it hasn't
Yeah.
sold since August of
It
25?
hasn't, yeah,
It hasn't rented, I should say.
rented, yes, it hasn't rented. And then there is an easement, like between the previous owner and the commercial property there. So they have the commercial property owner. They have put a asphalt driveway.
Who's the
And
commercial owner?
the corner 203 Bob. I forgot his last name.
No, I'm just wondering, like,
So you have Post Road, you have Riverside Drive.
mm-hmm.
There is a shop there, the clothing shop. 203, 201. Let's have 3-digit numbers.
Riverside, doesn't that have, like, at the bottom of it on the post road, isn't there an antique store there?
Yes, there is an
And then a
antique store.
bar or a restaurant or something?
That's on the left side of the Post Road if you drive from here, but this is on the right side.
Yeah, Post Road, right. Here's a Post Road, okay?
Yeah.
Right. Here's Riverside. Yep,
Yeah, and we are here. Fairfield is here. That's
Yeah.
Bridgeport.
yep,
You know, so if you come here, I think you get Shoreham Terrace.
right,
You know.
yep.
So after this, you know, this is a commercial
Right,
complex
there's a commercial
here.
complex right there.
And then you have this big driveway here. So half of this driveway belongs to this property.
And that's your
So,
property?
yeah, that's my property. And the previous owner, they have easement with this commercial owner, where he's just getting like 2 parking lots. But the thing is, he's losing 5,000 square feet. Like, it's long. It's like 100 square feet deep and like 50 square feet wide. 50 feet wide. So 100 by 50, that's like 5,000 right there. So that's why I think this needs to be a lot lower.
Right, so, where's your house, here?
Right there, yeah.
So, all right. So you're really the first house
Yes, first house, correct.
after the commercial.
Yes, exactly, yeah. And I don't know how the previous owner agreed to it. They had the easement, now like 5,000 square feet is gone for that.
So part of the
two
parking lot is on your property?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know, yeah. I don't know why the previous owner did that. That's 5,000 square feet, Paulette, right there. And he got like only 2 parking spots in return. And I know like this is an attorney and even that owner is an attorney. So I don't know if they are related or connected in some way. If you look at the land valuation,
See that.
that needs to be a lot lower just because of this easement.
Did you have a picture?
Yes, I do have
Let
the,
me see. Yeah, we're gonna,
the
is that
parking
in here?
right here. Yeah, should be there.
Okay, there it is. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to cancel that easement somehow?
No,
No.
if it's on your deed, no, is it on
Yes,
your
it's on,
deed?
yeah, yes.
Do you have a copy of that?
I don't, but I can email you.
Okay, yeah, email me that too. I'm gonna put here.
I think it should also be in the town record, the easement.
Yeah, I won't see it unless I can see it on the deed. When did you buy the house?
20 or 21.
Okay, so it'll be there. Okay,
So, yeah.
all right. So, here's your comps, Longview. Everybody uses Longview. There's a third person from Riverside in here with this comp.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's
Not
great.
this exact comp, but comp.
Yeah, yeah.
from one.
So this is a two-family unit, so that's why getting the comps was a little tough. But still,
Yeah.
I did found like 3 comps. I have one on Longview, one on Kings Highway,
Is
one
this
on High
two-family
Street.
Riverside?
Yeah, two-family.
Okay.
But still, getting the comps is a little tricky. But I have 3 comps that basically says like what will the comparable.
So your unit, do these, now, so you have, one of those units is rented? There's
Yes,
two
the
units
first
in-
floor is rented.
First floor is rented,
Yeah,
okay.
the second floor is vacant since last August.
Okay. First floor, any trouble renting it?
I have the tenant for last 2-3 years.
Okay.
Let's say 3 years.
How many rooms do you have in those units?
I have 2 bedrooms.
Two
And
bedrooms, one
bathroom.
bath in each one?
Two, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, roughly 1,000
Okay.
something per floor.
Yeah, 0.23, but. Okay. Is
So
your
these
other
are
one
all
Kings Highway?
the 2 families. Yeah,
Yep.
2 families.
Same thing, 2 bedroom, 1 bath, similar size, well, smaller yard, but that's okay, because of the condition of it. Okay,
And these guys, they don't have easement. I have easement on top of this.
right. And High Street. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, each. Total area is 2,100 square feet for living space. They have same, a little smaller, but not much. A little smaller, but not much. Oh, that's your bill. Wait a minute. That's not, oh, there it is. Okay. That one. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Can I borrow your pen, Paul?
Sure,
I just
of course. Yep.
say like deed for Riverside. So I don't.
Okay.
Copy of the deed would be on town website, right?
Yep.
So I can. Okay.
Yeah. Or you can actually, it's up to you. You can go on the town website. I'm not sure how easy it is to get. Or when you leave here, you can go right downstairs, all the
Uh-huh.
way down
Yeah.
to the town clerk's office
Mhm.
and tell them that you want to get a deed, and they'll show you how.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Something the Board of Assessment Appeals asks for.
Okay.
Okay, this is appeal number 510. It is 1130. Okay. Address is 138 Ruane Street, same owner, town value, 818,200. He's looking for an ask of 550,000. Okay. He's been sworn in. Please sign there. When you see Aziz, tell him I said hello.
Sure, definitely. So how long have you known Aziz?
A long time.
Oh.
I work for Ravis.
Oh,
I'm a real
nice.
estate agent at Ravis.
Oh, okay.
No,
Cool.
I'm not in his office, though. We have our own separate office,
Oh, I see.
but he knows us.
Oh, cool.
Okay, let's see what we have there. More than 85 years old, the building is in a floodplain, foundation issues, concave floor in the basement, that's nice, slanted floors in the building. Corner of this lot has,
Electricity pole,
uh-huh,
and then the intersection is right there, so it's very hard to get in and get out of the property. And then the only comp he could find was one down the street on Welch Terrace.
okay, let's see.
So I got this property in 21 for
Mhm.
416, and I used the annual appreciation rate to get to where we are.
Uh-huh. Okay,
So that's basically saying it's in flood zone.
510. What do you wait? You're on the corner of Hurd, right?
So I'm on this side. So, yeah, if I'm here, yeah, Hurd is here.
Okay.
So I'm right there. Intersection of Hurd and Ruane.
Mm-hmm. And this one is rented also?
Yes, this one is rented, yes.
Okay, and your one comp is
On the Welch Terrace,
West Terrace.
yeah, so right there, right down the street from,
Okay, this is a little bit smaller.
Yep.
3-bedroom, 1 bath. What do you have?
yeah, I have 4 bedrooms, but very small. So this is like 1660 and mine is like 14 something. So
Okay.
mine is smaller. Yeah, it's all cramped.
Oh, there's another one here. What's this? Bradley Street.
Oh, hold on, maybe I
Did
missed
you want that on here?
it. Hold on. Yeah, let's use it, yeah.
Now, this is not a 2-family, right?
No,
Yours.
this is single. No, this is single family.
This
Mine-
is 2-family, right? Or this is single family?
Single family.
Okay. This is a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay. 619, 635, okay. So
Yeah.
these houses are a little bit smaller than, well, this one, let's talk about West Terrace, a little bit smaller than yours,
Uh-huh.
has a bigger lot,
Yeah.
but,
So my main thing is in 21 I got this property.
uh-huh,
All right, for 416. So that's my baseline. If I use that baseline and use the appreciation, I'm only getting like 550.
Okay.
Yeah.
now you're renting this out for how much?
How much? 4,800. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And, is that 4,800 paying all the expenses?
No. When you say expenses like
For
mine.
example, yeah,
Yeah.
like, you're, like the cap rate thing, you know, like you're taking in 4,800
Yes.
a month.
I'm paying mortgage, insurance, yes.
Mortgage, insurance,
Flood
taxes,
insurance,
flood
taxes,
insurance.
yes.
So does that 4,800 cover all those expenses? Or are you still taking money out of your pocket?
Yeah. So most of the time it's equal, like it's good. It's good. I don't have to spend out of my pocket for this property.
Okay.
Because I haven't fixed the foundation issue, I haven't fixed the flooring issue. If I touch that, plus the roof, then I will be down in negative. But right now, yeah, I'm not taking anything out of my pocket as long as I have that rented.
Okay. Tell me about the property. Tell me about the yard.
Yeah, so yard backs to the school. So the yard is flat. The yard is usable, and there is a small driveway where we park. But it's just the setup, because there is this electricity pole. Getting in and out is always a hassle. But the yard is good.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, to me, the main thing is I only got the property in 21.
Mhm.
You know, like last year, if you look at the 4 years appreciation, it would have only appreciated like 125K.
Okay. All right. Okay. Appeal number 511. Address is 442 Surrey Lane. Town value is $1,152,700, and you're asking for an amount of $1,025,000.
Yeah.
You've been sworn in. Oh. Okay. You're saying that the house is more than 60 years old. That's not a real big problem, but you have regulated wetland area, a sloping backyard,
Yeah, it's not practically usable.
no pool,
Yeah, no pool. Yeah.
main unit,
So,
What's in-law unit, not
yeah, so in-law unit, they are,
proportionally attractive?
yeah.
Okay. So you have an
So
in-law set up
I
on
got
this?
this, yes. I got this property in 23.
Okay,
So it's only like 2 years, until we got the reassessment.
yeah,
So in 2 years, if you look at the rate of appreciation, it's going to be a lot lower than the town's value of 1,152,000.
okay,
And if you look at the intricacies of the property, of course, the backyard is sloped. There is a wetland there, so that's not usable.
okay, so he's not,
And then-
just so you know, stop
yeah.
for a second. He's not giving you any consideration of a discount because of the wetlands. He does that on some, but I guess he didn't know that you have it.
That's why I
Do you have a
attached
map?
the photo. Yeah, I attached the
Okay,
map.
where's the map?
I
Is
got
that
that
it?
from the town.
Yeah, okay, what do you got here? Those are
Yeah.
the comps, okay. All right, the map, let's go
Yeah.
to the map. Okay, so here you are, okay,
Yeah.
and this is the wetland line?
Where is
No,
422?
this is the wetland
Yeah,
line.
so that's the wetland. So you see this, the curvature here?
Yep,
Those are all.
that's that's the setback,
Okay.
okay,
And the whole thing is like on a slope,
the whole yard.
the whole yard. Yeah.
I just work here. I just volunteer here. We get paid a lot. Yeah, I just volunteer here.
Okay. Now, you have an in-law apartment in this house?
Yes, I do have.
Do you live in it? You live
yes.
in the house?
Yeah, I live in, yes. Yeah, this is my primary, yeah.
Okay, and the apartment is rented?
Yes.
Okay. That's the depreciation, your.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we have here? Joan
So
Drive.
I have the
okay.
comps.
Yeah. Do these have in-law apartments on them?
They typically do, but where would I see it? Hold on. Joanne Drive does not.
Okay. Story Lane, that's you, no? No, that's not you.
Yeah, has in-law apartment, possible lower level. So Surrey Lane, yeah, looks like they might. It says possible and lower level.
Well, that means that you can, they're saying you can put it there because it's a split, but it doesn't mean it has, yeah, that just means that it has the potential to have it.
Oh,
It doesn't have it, but it's potential to have it,
let's see.
okay? All right. Now,
So I got this property in 23, so
Uh-huh.
2.5 years ago, for 940.
yeah,
So if you look at the rate of appreciation, it comes closer to what I'm asking. So 1025. Plus, of course, I have the wetland, the backyard is sloped. I don't think the other properties, they have to deal with it. Yes, I do have an in-law apartment, but that kind of reduces my usage.
well, but you get money out of it.
Yes, correct.
So it doesn't really reduce, it's a wash.
Okay.
You're making money, it
Okay.
reduces your use,
Yeah.
but you're making money on it,
Yes,
so it
correct.
comes out. Kind of comes out in the wash, okay. So, 10% increase, okay, 10.99. Okay, so that by 2025, this table is telling us that the property should be valued at $1.05 million.
Yeah. And
But
I'm
you're asking for $1.25 million because of the land.
Because of the wetland, yeah.
Okay, if that appreciation table is correct, you have a good argument on all these cases. If it's not correct, then we have a problem.
Yeah.
So Haziz,
So how do I, yeah.
well, he'd have to look up every one of these.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to do that for you, that's fine. If not, I would say that if the Ravis table matches this table, then I guess you could say that these tables are correct.
Okay. What happens if Ravis does not match? Is it if it's higher or lower?
If it's lower, well, if it's higher, you'll have a problem because then we'll say, well, here's the thing. You have a choice. But that's totally up to you. I would say the best thing to do is talk to Aziz.
Okay.
So are we done?
I think that's it.
Okay, we're done. Okay, this is appeal number 512, 1649 Fairfield Beach Road. It is 1222. Owners are here, Magdalena and David Westerfield.
Correct.
All right. I'm going to swear you in. If you can both please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear that the information you shall give regarding this appeal to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes they make you swear that it's under penalty of perjury. We don't really do that.
Well,
Why not? You should.
I wanted to, but they
Yeah.
wouldn't change it.
It kind of is.
It kind of is, you are anyway, yeah. Just right on that line there. Okay. Okay, so, what would you like to tell me about the appeal? It says you have the incorrect value from assessor.
I told her a couple things. Oh, wow.
Okay, so,
What do you want to
can
tell me?
I want to start the
Yeah,
timeline.
start- okay.
There are parcels 1648 and 1649, which on December 19th, 2025, assessor sent us a letter that these two parcels will be merged.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Why?
The letter stated.
Not why did you bring it up, why did they merge?
The letter stated that the 1648 cannot physically be on its own. And therefore, I have the letter right here. Upon review and in conjunction with the 2025 reevaluation, your two adjacent tax parcels have to be merged into a single parcel for assessment purposes. This smaller creekside lot does not meet the requirements to the existing as an independent parcel and cannot be separately developed or conveyed on its own.
Okay, we knew that already.
Right.
You know, that's not news to you, I'm sure.
It is not. However, the problem started 20 years ago, where the town assessed a value for 1648.
Okay, the creek side.
Yes. As of 2020, in 2020, was 647,000.
For that little piece of property
Correct.
that you could do nothing with, basically.
We went to court, and in April of 2025, the court's decision was that the lot, whatever is on it, it is worth $350,000.
Let's go back a minute. In 2020, they appraised it for
647,000.
Okay. Then,
We
it
went-
took them till 2025 to decide?
They fought. We didn't want to hire a lawyer. We had to hire a lawyer. The town changed their lawyers, continue, and finally, we end up in court because they refused to make any changes. And we went to court, and the decision of the court came in April of 2025.
How much were you asking them to drop it to?
$250,000.
But they made it $350.
The court made it $350.
Right, you wanted $250, but they made it $350.
$350. The town would not budge at $647,000. They did not offer any discount.
And I'm sure that the assessor was there with the lawyer.
Absolutely, Mr.
Being an
Murray.
idiot, yes, being a jerk. Okay.
Mr. Murray.
Yep.
Then, so April comes. I called the assessor's office and I said, so a couple things happened. One, I had to call the town tax collector to ask them how the credit, because we paid our taxes, how the credit will be applied. And I said, the main property is 1649, and I would like you to put it towards my main tax. So I was transferred to the tax assessor's office, I was told I have to clear it with them, and then combine, and I did. I said, I spoke to a lovely woman, I forgot her name at the moment. She said, of course, because I said, can you make sure that the record for 1648 will be amended, changed to the court's decision? And she said, of course, let me just clear it with Mr. Murray. And, okay. But then I didn't hear anything. And then Miss Daisy I think it's Daisy from the tax collector, send me information that, yes, I can apply this tax credit to my property, the main property.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Comes early May, because I haven't heard from Mr. Murray. I personally came to the tax collector and met with the gentleman whose office is to the left of the entrance. And I asked him, can you please tell me if the 1648 records were changed? And he said, no, not yet. I have to inspect property that it didn't change the state, like I didn't build something on it, or so a week later, because there's no floors in the structure, it's just a structure.
Yeah.
There's no floors, no heat, there's nothing. It's a shell. He came out, verified that it didn't change, nothing has changed, and that was it. No further action was needed by us. Comes in December when I get two letters. One, assessor office is telling me that 48, 49 is combined, and the new assessment, which I called assessor's office on Monday, December 22nd, and Wednesday, December 24th. Spoke directly with Mr. Murray, who informed me that the record for 1648 was never changed in their database, that it was finalized in February of 2025, and therefore they did not amend in their database. And I said, well, sir, you're making me reinvent the whole thing over again. And he said, well, we cannot resolve this now. You have to do an appeal. So after that, I was probably the first ones to make the appeal. And also Mr. Murray stated that 1648 is appraised at $900,000. $900,000.
He's got 1648. Okay, let me see if this is it.
But now it's combined.
Yes, I see
It's combined, so it's not, this is the letter, this is the email he sent me that I asked for correction, and all he sent me was corrected tax record that I got the money back.
Did you get it back?
Yes.
Okay.
But not, so 900,000, he told me that in their database right now the appraised value is 900,000.
Okay, stop for 1 second.
Yes.
Okay, so I see this where he said that they made the change, right?
He said he sent me this. They made a change not to the database where they provided to the appraising company. It's this certified change for me to get my money back.
Okay.
That's what it is.
So he did that, but then he's got this here too. Now this is on the 20th.
No, that's me.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Murray.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So then he sent you this showing that to get your money back. That's
Right.
what these are for.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And
So-
then the record for 1648 in their database was never amended to 350,000. It was left at 647, and as a result of it, it shot up to 900,000, which is 252 increase, 259% increase in value on this land.
Okay.
Next,
I'm with you. I got it.
January
January of 2026. Okay.
informal hearing.
Wait a minute. Go back a minute or a minute or two. Tell me again about when he said you had to do an appeal. When was that?
December 22nd.
Of 2025.
Yes.
Okay. So what did he say that he could?
He said, informing me that the appraised and assessed value have not been updated per court's decision pertaining to 1648 due to database list being finalized in February of 2025.
You know, I don't know, I'm gonna just speculate. Once he signs the grand list, which is what he's referring to, he can't make changes in it. So you would have had to file an appeal in 2026. But I'm wondering, which you did, but my question is that true when the court decides? See, if there was an error made or something, and he says, well, I'm sorry, but I can't go back because I finalized the grand list, you have to come for an appeal. But this was a court decision, so I would think that a court decision would take precedence. So I have to find that out. Okay, go ahead. So here you are at 2026 for the appeal.
First, I did the informal appeal,
Mm-hmm.
which I spoke with the representative, Steve.
From Tyler, yeah.
I don't know,
That's the name of the
because it
company.
was through the phone.
Yep.
And I explained again the situation about 1648 as it pertains to this humongous increase. And this person, Steve, said that I don't see that in the record. I will need to confirm with the assessor's office. Okay? Well, I don't know what happened. I submitted photos, overview with emails, mistake for reevaluation for 1648. Did not hear back. A few weeks later, I get reduction of $3,430. So now, the reevaluation for 2020 record should have been 350 for 48, 1,875,100 for 1649.
Okay.
Which is total of 2,225,100.
Mm-hmm.
Proposed value now, 5 years later, by the town is $900,1648 and $2,989,556 for 1649, bringing a total to $3,889,556.
So I have a question. If those pieces of land are combined, why do they have separate values?
I don't know. But he told me the separate value too. He let me know what the value for 1648 is in December.
Can I borrow this for a minute?
Sure.
The thing that bothers me is he told you that they combined them.
Yes, I have a letter.
But then in 2026, he separated, oh no, that's 2020.
25.
No, 2025, the proposed value is this and this.
Yeah.
What a screwed up mess, excuse me.
Ma'am, okay. So
go on.
Because it's so out of the left field, I have gone through properties directly to me. 1630, here, let's start with this. No, right here. This is me.
Mm-hmm.
This property is me.
That's not in here, is
Yes, I do. Yes, I submitted that as well. Right here.
it? All right.
This is me. The entire right here. That's it. 1649
And this.
and this. Okay? So this is my property. I took liberty based on prior reevaluation and evaluation from the 2000 and to this. So my direct neighbors, Mrs. McManus, name owner, 1633 Beachside LLC, account number 02256.
I don't have all those, I don't think.
Yes, you do.
1641?
We can start with
Let's start
16.
with 1641.
Okay, 1641.
Okay.
1641 was also combined,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And if you look, this is 1641.
Okay.
So 1640 and 1641 is one parcel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, same as mine, same as this one, and same as this one. Okay, so Mrs. Cirilli, land value for both parcels is $2,061,469. Okay, which is it has square footage of 10,000, 1,100. Here, 10,250.
Okay.
Okay. Our land value, due to the mistake for 1648, the land value of our 9,900 square feet is 2,905,256.
Okay.
Okay, which is a huge discrepancy.
Let me see that one too. Please. Okay. Okay.
Mrs. Cirilli's property went up 37% in value over the 5 years. Next property.
How much did yours go up?
Well, if you combine it, 78%.
Okay.
78%. Beach LLC, which is this property.
Mm-hmm. Both
Okay.
pieces, yep.
Okay, this is Creek, this is, went up 35%, 0.2. Mrs. Lendino's property, right here, which is 13,000 square feet, went up 27%. So anywhere from 27% to 35.2, which should have been the range for my property. However, it went up 78%, where nothing was done in neither of these properties.
Okay.
That's really it.
Okay. So,
I would ask that correct numbers from the reevaluation would be inputted. I'm sure it's a complicated formula, what they use. But if you start with the wrong number as 647,000 as a starting number for a parcel that is put in.
yeah, it looks like, so he had it at 650,000.
No, 647,000, yes.
And now it's up to 900 and something.
Correct.
So, okay. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, at 647,000, the way he had it. Now it's up to 900 and something thousand. How much did it really go up in percentage? Just the land, not the whole thing. Just
Right,
that
well,
side.
right.
So it went up more than 35%. But if it had been 350, like the court said,
Right.
and let's add 40%. That's to 490,
Right.
not 900.
Exactly.
So 350 plus 70%, still not enough, but yeah. The big problem starts with they never seem to have made the change from the 600 to the 300.
Exactly.
And so, and even if he did, if he says, well, I did, but it went up, it couldn't have gone up that much.
No.
Not for that little piece of property.
No.
And I'm still not sure I understand. I had somebody else come in to complain about the property being combined.
I really don't care if it's combined or not.
But the reason that, just so you know, the reason, he didn't really give you the reason why. He gave you some bullshit reason. What the zoning department told me was that they can do that because that Fairfield Beach Road is not really a road, it's an easement on your property for the
Right.
town. So they are kind enough, in their words, to maintain the road for you. But really, they don't have to. So that's why they're saying it's one big piece of property. I don't think that it is. Because that makes, if you do that, it's a two-way street. If you combine the property and even say, well, Fairfield Beach Road is part of my property, it's an easement, but still it's my property. So when you combine that with the beach side, the water side, the land, the road, and the other side, you have a huge piece of property. So if you wanted to build more on the house, you could always argue that, well, I have this much property, I have enough. The bad part is that they take that, combine it, which is to their advantage, because now they're saying basically that even though that property isn't on the water side, it's part of the property that's on the water.
Right.
So it makes it that much more valuable. But it really isn't in reality because it's not there. It's over there.
Right.
So I think the whole thing is a mess.
But they have not wrote.
Well, we don't
like,
really want it combined then.
I know you don't. No,
Right.
nobody does on
But
Fairfield Beach Road.
Mr. and Mrs. Cirilli's house also was combined. This piece of land for Mrs. Cirilli was 100,000 appraised.
Is it combined on their records
Yes,
right
of course,
now?
yes.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, yes, I am.
Well, what do you-
I
I didn't see it, so I don't
I'm not
know.
seeing her.
I have no idea if it's combined on the record.
Why, Lisa sent it to me that hers is
I
combined.
don't care about her, I just care about us.
Oh, yes, it is combined. It is combined.
So
Oh,
this
you
is
are-
combined, and this right now,
100,000.
Right now, not-
Was $100,000.
this
yes.
time, not
Yes.
before.
No, it didn't go up. It only went up on the main side, 100,000.
Okay. This is a mess, I'm sorry to say. And
I
it's not
don't
gonna be easy,
understand.
I understand it, it's not gonna be easy to straighten out, but I'm not saying it can't be straightened out, it has to be straightened out.
Yeah.
Somehow we have to get to the bottom of it.
If Mr. Murray updated the record, whatever the formula they are using, they should have put the correct numbers to come up with, it's even 37%, 35, 27, it has to be in some kind of
Yep.
range, but not 78% when nothing has been done.
Has
Okay,
to get straightened out.
I really don't, I'm gonna have to spend time after I leave here and take this, I'll go on the computer and look at it, and look at the other properties around it and try to figure out what he really, I know what he did, he didn't reduce your property the way he should have. I don't know how I'm gonna get to that, I gotta figure out a way though, I'll find a way, because I have no desire to.
And this is our home.
Do you have like an office number where we could contact you, so we can kind of collaborate to some extent?
I mean,
Well, we really don't do that, but, we really don't collaborate to do this afterwards. However, if you have any more information that you want to share,
Like that, I mean.
yeah, all you have to do is email the Board of Assessment Appeals. Now, before we go on to that, do you have any more information you'd like to share at this time? No? So we're done with this appeal. At this time, I'm the only one that stays till 2. I come in later. I refuse to come in at 9 o'clock because I gave up corporate life. Nobody tells you what time to come to work anymore. I come at 10. Because Okay, this is appeal number 514, it's 1255. 3282 Congress Street. Barbara Stern is the owner. She and Brett Stern are both here. The town value is $2,178,300, and they're asking for $1,107,678. I have to swear you in, as you know. Please raise your right hand. Solemnly swear that the information you shall give regarding this field be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
We swear.
Okay.
We do.
We want to amend our number too.
Okay.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
Sign first, and then we'll amend your number. How's that?
Okay.
Do you have a pen? If not, I do. Thank you. All right, what do you want to amend your number to?
I made a mistake. So the number should be this number, 171913.
Oh, okay. I kind of like the other number. Okay.
We do too.
We do too.
They've amended their ask number to $1,719,134. Generously made that change. Okay. All right. So you're at Congress Street, right near that group home.
We're right next door.
Okay. So
we came here 3 years ago, and everything that was approved got erased by
No,
Tyler Technologies. Erased.
No, they didn't erase.
They didn't? I
No,
thought
they
they did.
didn't. No.
Okay. Well,
they didn't erase it. They didn't carry it forward. Is that what you're going to
They
say?
carried it forward, but we feel like they didn't carry it forward.
Enough.
It's comparable to other properties that have a wetland influence and a neighborhood influence.
Okay. Well, he did. He actually, according to this field card, which is yours, the assessor did take into account, from his perspective, the wetland and the neighborhood influence, and reduced your property by 15%. So instead of being 100% good, he's giving you a 15% discount, saying that it's your property, not your house, your property.
the land value.
The land value is $1,117,000. Now, we know that that's not going to be right as we go along, but let's go along.
So, we found two comp properties that are similar to ours in that they both have dual influence. Like we have wetlands and we have Newport Academy.
Okay.
So these are the two comp properties, and they
Let's see.
they have this .05.
Let me see. Where are we here?
So it's Whitting Pond Road, which
Oh,
is
wait a minute. Yeah. Okay.
less than a mile from our house. This
Okay.
is also Greenfield Hill.
Yeah.
And they have wetlands. If you look at the
I
picture,
see. Yep.
they have this, just like us. They have
Yep.
a pond, just like we have a pond. And they have commercial. They have the Merritt Parkway, whereas
Mhm.
we have Newport Academy. So both of these houses are similar to ours in that they're dual influence.
Okay.
But so this one is ours. So we have a .25 for our wetlands. They have a .05.
No, actually, you have. Let me show you. You don't have .25 for a wetland. You have condition. Okay. Go into condition right there on yours.
Yeah, 8.5.
You have 8.5. They have 9.5.
So whatever this is here, this .25, they have it .05.
On the excess acreage.
On
The excess acreage, they have, yeah, you know what they do? Anything over 2 acres. And only in Greenfield Hill does he do this. Anything over the 2 acres that's required technically by zoning, he reduces it down a lot.
Because we're
So-
over 2 acres. We have 3.5
Let me see
acres.
what he did to you. Yes, he has you down here for another 1.5 acres, okay, at a reduced rate of .25. So I don't know why it's not .05.
Right.
I can ask that. Okay.
Because it seems like they have the same issue as we do in terms of
Yeah.
commercial
Yep.
and with wetlands. We all
Yeah,
have ponds
okay.
on our property.
Okay.
And this is another comp too, same thing. They have .05.
Same as the other.
Yeah,
Huh.
but we have .25.
Okay. Are these in here?
You can take those.
If they're not, I'll take them.
They might be in there. When they scanned it, everything kind of got all.
Yeah.
She was taking all the paper clips off.
Can only
and stuff,
imagine. Uh-huh.
So it might be all messed up. But
Okay. All right? Okay. So that's one issue. I'm sure there's more.
Yeah, so that's the wetlands issue.
Okay?
Is there anything else you wanted to add about wetlands, Brad?
No.
No, okay. So before we look at how we came up with our number, we're just going to talk about Newport for a minute.
Sure.
Okay, so this is from their website. This is the house next door to us. Okay, Newport
Okay.
Academy.
Yep.
Okay, so this is us, and this is Newport Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the light pollution that we look at every night because it's a commercial property. And you can see this is from inside the house, and then this one is using blackout shades and how the light still comes through. So, you know, it has like a lot of light pollution. This is a study that was done by.
Do I have that?
Yes, that's in here. It's called Land Economics. It's like an academic peer-reviewed journal where they do a lot of studies and stuff. They check the group homes on neighborhood property values. And the other thing, too, I just wanted to mention that I know we kind of jumped ahead, but when we talk about the wetlands on our property, I just want to just show you this thing here. Everything that's in pink is wetlands and the buffers.
That's your property.
Yeah. So I use the town tool. The town gives us this tool to map out exactly how much unusable land we have.
Yep.
And it works out to 2.5 acres because it's 111,755 of unusable land that, should be according to 12 whatever, the 12-63G. This land is all supposed to be at a lower tax rate.
Yep.
So I guess the question is, if he's taking 15% off that, is that a fair accommodation?
No.
Because the statute, because the statute says.
I know that statute.
Yeah, a substantially reduced rate or something.
So what they're actually saying is that it should be treated as it's a wetland. So in other words, the wetland itself gets treated as reduced value. Then all the setback areas need to be treated as wetlands.
Yeah.
So for value, you treat them as the value of the wetland, not as a different value, which is good because it's.
Right. So he hasn't even treated any of our property as wetland. He just arbitrarily cut off an acre and a half.
So let's see now. And the reason I'm reading is because I'm reading the wording. I've read the statute 100 times, but now I'm really looking at what it says. Same as the wetlands. He's such a liar. I was going to appeal my own taxes, and I was because I have wetlands and I have I don't have the wetlands. I have the buffer. My neighbor has the wetlands.
Okay.
But I have the buffer. So and it goes onto my deck because when the house was done, the wetland was the buffer was shorter. They made it in the early 2000s. They increased it. So I was going to do it. So we were in a meeting with the assessor, and I said something not about my own property, but just about wetlands in general. And his answer was, "We don't have a classification for that." So I'm like, all right, am I going to knock my head against the wall? I have so much to do. I can't be bothered with this. So I didn't do it. But now I'm finding on everybody's field cards that they did. He does have. It's there.
Oh.
So I didn't do it because I thought he wasn't recognizing it. I wasn't going to get into a fight with him just then.
Right.
But obviously he does. So he lied. Not surprised.
But I mean, it's the law, so he's got to do it.
Oh, the law doesn't matter here. If he's got to do it when he's forced to. But the law here seems to me, I'm finding that I'm seeing a lot of things that go on that I don't believe are to the letter of the law. Let's put it that way.
So, I mean, we have over 2.5 acres of our land is not usable because of all the buffers.
Okay. Well, let me say it this way. I can't say that it's not usable. Here's why. I can say that it needs to be valued at a different level.
Right.
But I can't say not usable because, in reality, if you were to take the time and spend the money to go to the conservation department, chances might be that you would be able to use the land for something. Not the wetland, but the buffer. But it's a very involved process. They make it seem like it's simple. It's not. I just went through this with a client who wanted to sell his house, and the property had wetlands and the buffer. and the new owner wanted to put up a fence. And even just to put up a fence in the buffer, we had to spend thousands of dollars to have the wetlands mapped out by a soil scientist. Then it would have been another $5,000 for the permit. Then we had to put it on a survey to show it. And then even on that buffer, he would have to move in like 30 feet from the edge of it because they don't want you to get too close to the wetland. So it's not, they make it seem, it's not easy.
Right.
Yeah.
What I did on my own house was I didn't take out an application for, see, you can only say it's non-usable if they denied your use of it. If the Conservation Department said, no, we will not give you a permit. So what I did was I argued with them until I made them say that they wouldn't give me one unless I did all those things. So I had it on record that, like, okay, you told me no. Like, I actually had to say the word no. But they didn't want to say because I didn't fill out the permit. But it was the same thing. So we have to say that on your land,
So can we say that, you know, the rule is
it's restricted. The route that you have over 2 acres.
2.5 acres that are all
Restricted.
wetlands and
That
buffers
are restricted.
are restricted, yeah. I mean,
Land. So the 0.15% reduction is not enough.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So
Right.
most of the land needs to be valued at a lower amount.
which is
Right.
what the law says, reduced value as
And that's CGS, what is it,
12-63G.
12-63G. Yep, I have it in my briefcase.
Okay.
Okay.
So I mean,
So then-
according to this, they say the objective of the law is to provide tax relief for land
Right,
that
so-
cannot be fully
right.
developed.
Yep, you can't
Yeah.
fully develop it. You might be able to do something with it, but
Right.
again, like let's say you wanted to put a patio in there, okay? Not only do you have to go through the things I said, you have to get drainage done
Right.
because you have to be careful of how you drain the area. It's like it becomes the point where it's not worth putting the patio in anymore.
Right. So it should be less valuable,
Yeah.
and it should be tax less valuable, right?
So then we'll go back to the Newport Academy study.
Right. Well, let's
No, I have that in the packet, right? That whole thing.
I think so. Let's not.
I think I saw it in here.
I can give it to you if not.
That's what I want to take it if it's not in here. But let's go on to the Newport Academy, and then I can always look for it.
Okay. So I don't forget what I wanted to tell you. I'm just going to read it. 'Cause that's the
Yeah,
way-
go ahead, just
and then
read
you
it.
just stop when you have
Yep.
a question. So, our property abuts the mental health residential treatment facility, Newport Academy, on our eastern side, which is 402 feet long. The company is running a 24-hour healthcare business in a residential dwelling for 6 transient patients, plus 8 to 10 staff members. So upwards of 15 or more unrelated people are living in that house. At any one time, there could be 20 people living.
Okay.
And that's next door, so that's right there. This is not permitted in a AAA residential zone, as Fairfield zoning regulations maintain that only 5 individuals who are unrelated by blood or marriage are permitted in a dwelling, to live in a dwelling. Additionally, Newport claims group home status to the town of Fairfield, but it is actually filed as a residential health care facility with the state of Connecticut. So they basically lied to me. On March 6, 2024, we won our appeal in Superior Court against the town of Fairfield.
When we got to go to court,
Yeah.
we denied her
butters.
appeal?
Yeah, the butters of the properties all went
This was
to court.
another case to get them not to be there, but we lost.
Oh, okay.
No, we didn't. We won the
They
case.
got
They
their
appealed.
permit.
Okay, so, on March 6, 2024, we won our appeal in Superior Court against the town of Fairfield ZBA. Judge Radcliffe ruled that the Fairfield ZBA's decision was the product of contract zoning, and that the ZBA bypassed the mandated zoning process. And then I've included the judge's statement somewhere in that packet.
Do you know where? Like what section or?
Yeah, it would look like,
Looks like it might be this right here.
That was like
yeah,
lawyer stuff.
Let me see. It does look like lawyer stuff. Okay. In the case,
yeah, that's it.
3 members of zoning and appeals, is that it?
Yep. So that was the judge, so we won that case, that ZBA was wrong.
It doesn't matter.
But anyway,
So
so,
that's really kind of a moot point, because the
Okay.
facility is still there.
yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So
But,
anyway,
but the thing is, you won your case.
we
so-
did win the case.
Well, then it got appealed, and
But
then,
they're, of course, they're
and
appealing it.
then,
So anyway, to continue, I'm just going to say that, so the commercial activity adversely affects our property value. This is a 24-hour a day, 365 days a year business running in a residential zone. At any one time, there are as many as 10 to 15 staff cars coming and going. In addition, there are large Cintas trucks repeatedly coming to replace uniforms and bedding and UPS and delivery trucks, fire and police, and the repetitive pumping of the septic system, among other nuisances. Additionally, we've included photos of the light pollution. These bright lights shine into all the rooms at night. And in the summer, when we are outside, it's impossible not to hear 15 to 20 people that are outside next door. I mean, you could see how close it is. Finally, I've included the report from the prestigious peer-reviewed academic journal Land Economics, which is the effect of group homes on neighborhood property values, which on page 628 states, properties within 200 feet of a group home experienced a maximum decrease in value of 44%, and that property values decline as one approaches the group home from the neighborhood periphery. So this commercial activity must be factored into reducing the value of our property because it makes it undesirable. So.
Let me ask you something. With everything you've said and everything you know about living there and everything, let's say you had to put your house on the market. Let's say you were going to just go down south. Did you really think you could sell it for $1.7 million?
No.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be doing a happy dance.
What do you think you could sell it for?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, do we have to disclose that
Well,
it's there?
Of course we do. It's well known.
Are we going to go into
The
foreclosure?
buyer's realtor has to disclose that they know it's there. They should know it's there. Let's put it that way.
No.
And they have to disclose it. I'm not so sure you have to disclose it, because there's nothing in the property condition reports that say, do you live in an area where there's commercial? Yeah, I'm sure that'll come at some point because they keep changing it, but it's not there now. So I don't know that you would have to disclose it. It would be like buyer beware, and it would be on the onus of the person representing the buyer, I believe, to disclose that. But you'd have to check with an attorney.
They would notice the number of cars.
Well,
there.
they'd look up and they'd go, what the hell's going on over here? Maybe I better check
would
into
look
it.
normal.
And they might say to you, what's going on? And you'd have to, if they ask you, I guess you'd have to tell the truth.
We'd have to tell them.
I'd say 1.6, 1.55 would be lucky to get.
Okay, so you changed your ask price to
So,
1.719, 134.
right. And this is how we figured it out. I mean, this is what we thought it would be with the deductions for all the land that's not usable.
If we took the 0.5 that other people are paying for the excess land, we came out to like a $12,000, which is like a $40,000 savings over what that we were assessed at. And then if we took this down, instead of 0.85, we took 44%.
This is the 44%
Mhm.
deduction.
Study off there. It
Okay.
comes out, the multiplier comes out to 0.52. So we were very fair with it. We didn't
Okay.
even subtract,
All right.
I mean, this is like the worst case for us. Like, I mean,
so are we better off asking for?
Well, there's two ways to do it. You could ask for more and hope to get this.
Yeah.
Or we could say, look, these people have been very fair in their assessment. They have they have it figured out pretty well. And I think that their point that they're asking is pretty fair. If it were me, I'd be looking for less. So maybe it's just leave it alone. Okay, so as long as I have everything now, the thing you read to me, is that in here?
I think so, but I can give it to you. It would say like, if not, I can.
You're not the only person in here. Your neighbors were here too.
Which one?
I don't know because I didn't hear it. A couple of different ones were in here. Somebody on Reading Road,
Could be red.
Oh, there's another.
somebody on Congress, yeah, complaining was similar. So this is not, which is good for you because it shows that, you're not making any of it up. Not that most people would, but just in case people say, well, you sure that's right? Well, it's right because.
Right. Oh, so that's the wrong number on there. Because that was before I realized
Yeah.
I made a mistake.
And we changed it to 1.719.
Although the first number's better for us. We'll take an average of the two. We'll split it in the middle.
I don't know. I don't see that. I'd
Okay,
like
well,
to
you
have
can-
that though.
you can-
Because,
Yeah, because this has all the information.
Yep.
It's basically what we talked about, the wetlands and the Newport Academy.
okay. Do you have another one of these at home?
I do,
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in case,
yeah,
because sometimes things don't get where they're supposed to be.
yeah.
If I were to try to do this and I couldn't find that in the file when I go online, I would want you to resubmit it to me.
Yeah, I have that on
I
my
could use
computer. And then all these pictures, I believe you have.
I do have the pictures. I saw those in there. Yep.
Okay.
Please file these. Okay. All right. Okay. That's yours, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's our original thing.
Yeah.
So then you think that 12-63G is going to be helpful for us for the
It's the law.
land?
I was going to use it.
Okay. Because that's the law.
The law. Here's the thing. Let me put this here. Okay. The law. Yes, it's going to be helpful to you because it's the law. But Chloe. The other thing is that it's what will matter is what we can get him to reduce it to.
Right.
Who's him?
The assessor.
So he's the person ultimately decides?
No, it's a combination. We decide to grant the appeal, okay? But with something like this, we don't create values.
Okay.
So we would have to say to him, okay, they have a case, we're granting the appeal. They want their land dropped by X amount of dollars because of this,
Yeah.
or X amount of percentage. Figure that out in money. So we would pretty much tell him what we wanted. Then he'd say to us, okay, well that comes out to X number of dollars. Will that work? If you've got it in here that you want what you want your land to be, then yes, so, we'll say yes or no, depending on, we may have to make him do it again.
And then if there's a change, is that change only good for this one
It should be,
valuation
no,
year?
it should be good. It should stay.
It should stay?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I don't know why it doesn't. It should stay. You shouldn't have had to, it should stay for the next 4 years till the next reval.
It just wasn't as much as the other properties had.
Yep.
It's
Right,
It's
okay.
just what we,
It is 120. Appeal number 3. Oh, that's a low number. 1446 Cross Highway.
Right.
I don't know that address.
You know where that is?
I might. The town value is $1,648,900, and you're asking for a value of $1 million.
Now, see, here's what I didn't understand when I filled this out. I didn't want to be crazy and pretend like it was, oh no, it's only worth $1.1 million, when I know that I can turn around tomorrow and probably sell it for $1.5 million. So I was just trying. I hope I didn't screw myself, is what I'm saying.
No, you probably.
I think that seems to me is what the property
Yeah.
should be worth.
Okay.
I did overpay because
Wait.
I was desperate.
Okay, don't say anything else yet. Okay. They're asking $1.5 million for the value. I need to swear you in. Then we can talk. Okay. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the information you shall give regarding the appeal will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, they sign here. Now we can say whatever you want. So as you were saying, you didn't want to be greedy when you know you can sell the property for $1 million, you pick it for $1.5 million, so that's good. That's the value that you picked. But you were desperate because you had to buy a house.
I was desperate because, I sold a house in Miami. They wanted a 2-week close with no inspection, and I had already lost 4 houses. And, I was trying to buy a 2,000 square foot, 3-bedroom house like everybody else in town.
Yes.
And I kept losing them.
Okay.
And so when I got this offer, no inspection, 2 weeks close, you got to be out of here, all cash, I went, okay, and came up that weekend, went in that first weekend and offered, $100,000 over ask.
Mm-hmm.
Because I learned that's what was going on.
Yeah, that's what was going on. When did you buy it?
I bought it in, 2 years ago? We
Yeah,
closed.
it's still happening now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, look, I hope we maintain our value. I hope I hope it's right, but gosh, that was a shocking number. The increase is over 104% on that property. I just about lost my lunch when I read that letter.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. So now do you have comps or anything of other houses that have sold?
No, because exactly what I didn't know I was supposed to come in with all that. But y'all know what the valuation of.
It doesn't matter that I know it. I have to present this to 8 other people to get them to agree with me that you're correct.
Oh,
To do that, I need information. So, who sold you the house?
Mary Burns sold me the house.
I don't know.
She's a young woman. She's now in California. She's also a single woman.
Oh, she's in California
like I
now.
am. She's
Okay.
in California now. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know what my property sold for in 2011 and 2021 and 2024.
Let me tell you what we need. We need
Okay.
2 to 3 comps, comparable properties, that have sold from October 2024 to October, you want to write that down?
Yeah.
Okay. October 2024 to October 2025. And you're going to pick them based on location, so Cross Highway or around that surrounding area. Cross Highway is pretty busy though. Let's see. Cross Highway. You're going to pick them that have, well, that's a nice looking house.
9.
4
It's
bedrooms.
It's a barn.
Yeah, you're going to pick them with like 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 half baths if you can find it. You're probably not going to find that. Similar size to yours, which is about 3,800 square feet, 3,900 square feet. And if you're in Greenfield, it'll most likely be on 2 acres.
Mm-hmm. And is it also, does it need to be a historic house? Because this one was built in 1780.
It would help, but you may not find it. So we have to, honestly what your best bet is, although I don't know that you have time to do it now.
Yeah.
An appraisal. An appraisal from a licensed appraiser, local, that could give you a value of your house.
Of my house. I mean, I could call my broker and get the appraisal.
Sure, you could do that, yeah. Who's your broker?
Judy Lake.
Oh, I know Judy
You know
Lake,
Judy
yeah, I know
Lake.
she is. I know she is, yeah.
You
Yeah,
do?
call Judy and tell her that you need this, or we're not going to be able to do anything with this appeal,
Okay.
okay?
I had no idea. I've never done an appeal before.
Okay.
Judy. Okay. Well,
Okay.
I guess that was a waste of
Let me give you, no, it's okay. I'm going to write my number on here for you.
You're so nice.
When you have them, you're going to send them to me.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you. I don't even know your name.
Paulette.
Paulette, but that's all I need to know.
That's all you need to know, yep.
Okay. So I should get this to you by
As soon as
tomorrow
possible.
or
Well,
today,
before the end of next week.
the end of next week.
Yep, before the end. So
Perfect.
there's my phone number.
Okay.
Call me when you're sending them, and you can send them to that email address. Paulette C.
See,
at optonline.net.
optonline.net. Okay. And is that all separated?
No, it's all together. I just did that so you could read it better.
Okay.
Okay?
You are very kind. Thank you. Get down to the guy coming in after me. He's an attorney.
I know him. He's very nice.
He seems super nice.
Adam. He's a nice guy.
darling.
Yeah.
You know everybody.
I lived here a long time.
Thanks, Paulette.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank
Okay. Okay. Alrighty, it's 125. This is appeal number 338. 850 Harbor Road. Owner is Terrence Quinn. The town value is $5,196,804. The ask amount is $3,200,000. Eric Higgins is appearing on behalf of the appellant. I believe you're an attorney.
Yes, I am.
We will not be
Adam
swearing you in. You're Adam. Adam Blank was supposed to appear. This is his partner. Put that here. All right. So, oh my.
it's not. We have an appraisal.
Okay. The above opinion from ourselves, estimated final based on appraisal report. Okay. All right, so you brought up, oh, here's your, okay, you have an authorization, giving you permission to represent Mr. Quinn. Okay, so you have an appraisal.
Would you like more than one, or just?
No, just one's good.
Right. Okay. So the town set, just on a fair market value basis, $5,196,804.
Mm-hmm.
We're a lot lower, $3,005,000 according to the appraisals.
Okay.
Difference of almost $1,007,000 on the fair market value.
Okay.
One of the issues, I'd like to walk through the appraisal
Sure.
in just a second. We can do that quickly.
Okay.
But, the house is sort of obsolete. They bought it in 2005, and they've not updated it since. That's one issue. By the way, it's a 3-bedroom colonial, 3 baths, 3,408 square feet. It's across the water, across the street from the water, across from Southport Harbor. Yeah, I mean, beyond that, we're really relying on our appraisals.
Okay.
I'll just walk you
Sure.
through that. I'm sure you're familiar with these. So it's kind of 5 comps
Mm-hmm.
that we use. On page 106, I'll just note that the appraiser notes that the subject's not been updated, resulting in a dated overall appeal, with the kitchen and all bathrooms in need of modernization.
Where's that?
No, it's on the previous page, I think. I could just
Oh, okay.
reach in somewhere
Sure.
right down in here. The house.
And the subject is, yep.
Yep. It says, the second sentence has not been updated. And we'll see that in the comps as
Mhm.
well, right? And those adjustments. All right, so if we go to comparables on the next page,
Uh-huh.
comp 1 has a sold for $5,551,000. Of course, there are big adjustments. It's a good timing of the sale, that one, right? So it's September 3rd, 2025.
Mm-hmm. That's great, yeah.
He didn't make any adjustment for that.
Okay.
He made a big up adjustment because it's on a smaller property.
Okay.
But then we see a bunch of big downward adjustments, right? One is the view. Evidently, this comp 1 is waterfront.
Okay. Oh,
Right on the
okay.
harbor,
That makes a difference, yep.
Now we see the quality of construction, the $1,110,000 adjustment. And in his notes, he notes that the house here on comp 1 is in especially good shape. So makes a very big adjustment there.
Mm-hmm.
That for quality of construction, and then another one for condition, the 555. Makes a downward adjustment based on, the fact I think it's 4 bedrooms rather than 3, and it's got a little over 4,000 square feet where we have 3,400. Relatively smaller adjustment for heating and cooling. And so he comes up with an adjusted value of 3.9 for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'll point out, in fairness, is a bit high, quite a bit higher than his 3.5 ultimate value. But he's reconciling 5 comps. All right, comp number 2 sold for $3 million. Date of the sale was in May 2025, so we did, bump that up $75,000. Then he's got a downward view adjustment. It says it's harborfront. Surprised a little bit at the next one, but I, live by the sword, die by the sword here, right? This is our appraiser. And he gives an upward adjustment for condition, even though he says that Quinn's property is not
updated, yeah.
Yeah, it's not updated. But nevertheless, take him at his word on that. And we got a big upward adjustment based, looks like the square footage mainly. I mean, this comp has 5 bedrooms, we have 3, so that can't be it. It's got to be on the square footage. This comp's got just 2,300.
Okay.
All right. Raised, finished basement, so we've got some downward adjustments there, and then this one has a boathouse, so downward adjustment for that.
Oh.
So he comes up with an adjusted value of $3,250,000 for this one.
Okay.
Okay. That's half a mile away, by the way, 0.51 miles away. Comp 3, this is about a third of a mile away, 0.29. The sale date actually postdates the
That's okay.
valuation date, but not by much, and he says in here that the market didn't move much, so he doesn't make an adjustment for that. He gives, upward adjustments for the acreage, because we've got a bit more. 750 view. Yeah. This one's on Pequot Avenue. Now, I'm not sure this is waterfront. That's probably why there's that big.
Well, Pequot is, but probably this isn't.
Yeah, I think that's why there's the big upward adjustment for the view. Big downward adjustment for quality of construction and also for condition relative to ours.
Mm-hmm.
Downward adjustment for size, really, right? It's 4,307, and it's got square feet. It's got 6 bedrooms, or 3,400 square feet and 3 bedrooms. It's got a full basement, relatively small adjustment there. Same with the heating and cooling. Even smaller one, but nevertheless a $10,000 adjustment for generator. It's got a 3-car garage. He made a downward adjustment for that. And then an upward adjustment where he notes guest house, which scratched my head a little bit, saying, like, why would that be a bad thing? But I believe what he's saying is, yeah, but compared to what we have, which is a pool, right, ours is nicer.
Oh, okay.
And so he comes up with an adjusted value of $3,547,700.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the last 2 comps are like 4 pages later.
Yeah, I was like, where's the other comp?
Yeah, I did the same thing. 4 or 5 pages later.
Hey there.
Yeah. All right. So comp 4, 10 Harbor Road. This is, say, 3/4 of a mile away. Harbor Road. Sold for $2,650,000 in March of 2025. So you have a pretty big upward adjustment for the timing of the sale to $92,750.
Mm-hmm.
Big upward adjustment for the site based on the size of it, presumably. It's only 0.39 acres. We have almost an acre. But downward for the view, quality of construction and condition, $265 for each of those. Up adjustment based on gross living area, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Must be that because it has one more bedroom. It's got 4, we have 3.
Yep.
Finished basement, $25,000 downward adjustment. We don't have that. For functional utility, again, he made a big upward adjustment on this comp, even though he says that, at least as I interpret it, the functional utility of our place is not obsolete, very dated. But again, this is analysis, so I'll live with it. Heating and cooling, porch patio. And then, honestly, he made a pretty big adjustment for other amenities, $125. I'm not sure what that is. Not sure it matters a great deal, but there's something significant there. Other amenities where he's saying. Or maybe he's saying that it doesn't have, I see what he's saying. He's saying it doesn't have any. It
doesn't have a pool, doesn't have a pergola.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right.
Okay,
Exactly.
so he's adding into that. Yeah.
And as you can see, he's got a adjusted value of $3,382,250.
Okay.
And on to the last one, 1128 Pequot. This is a little less than half a mile away. Older sale, right? December 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So he pushed it up $164,500 for that.
Okay.
Big upward adjustment on the acreage as well. This one is 0.6 acres. View, upward adjustment. Now, I don't know whether this, you probably know better than I do. This may not have a water view. I bet it doesn't. Yeah, actually, there's a note at the bottom. It says sale number 5 has similar overall condition but lacks the subject's water view. It's got a $329,000 downward adjustment for quality of construction, but no adjustment for condition. And in fact, you'll see in that same note he says that it's a similar condition to the subject.
Yep.
Gross living area, kind of a slight adjustment there. Heating and cooling, $25,000 seems to be a common adjustment across these costs. Some smaller ones, and so he gets an adjusted value of $3,989,500. Now I averaged these, just curious, to see what the average of the comps was, not weighting any of them, right?
Yep.
And that number, $1,696,804. So obviously he's weighting one or more of these, but he's not weighting them all the same, right? Otherwise it would just, his value would just be the average.
What bothers me is that the town gave him a value of over $5 million, okay? And we're supposed to be finding fair market value.
Yep.
So even without looking at the adjustments that were made on the comps, none of these houses sold anywhere near that number.
Well, I would say that's part of my argument.
Right, that would be my argument, that these are solds. We go by solds.
Yeah.
So this is what's sold. And yes, they're a little bit different, but those adjustments have been made.
Yeah.
And even with the adjustments.
Well, there is one exception to what you're saying. If we go back to comp 1.
Oh, here's one. Comp 1 is $5,500,000.
5.5, but it's in way better condition.
Yep.
It's harbor front.
Right, that's on the water. Yeah. So I don't see an issue with the appraisal.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
To me, I don't see it, and I think that he made good adjustments. A lot of times the appraisers don't always make those, and I like his statement about how at the end where he said those other two comps are not, or the last comp or whatever, and overall the same kind of condition basically.
Hopefully that lends some credibility to it. He didn't just
sales 4 and 5
automatically apply an adjustment for condition across the board.
No, I think it's a good appraisal. I have no other questions or I have no other problems with it.
I'll quit while I'm ahead then.
Okay, I would. Only kidding.
Can you tell me your name again?
Paulette.
Yep.
Last name is Cuo.
Yep.
ZZO.
How do you pronounce that?
Cuzo. It's Cuo. You have OU. Yep. Cuzo.
All right, Paula.
Okay. Thank you. Tell Adam I said he has no business going on vacation during reval season.
No, you got to tell him. After I dealt with Eric, I don't want to see you anymore.
I have a question for you, just a general question. I'm not going to hold you to it. I'm just curious. We're done here.